Jeremy Noller back with another extended Minute of Drums lesson. Philly Joe Jones is one of the most influential jazz drummers of all time. His rudimental solos and swinging comping influenced every generation of jazz drummers that came after him. The idea I taught you in the original Minute of Drums lesson is one of his most recognizable and influential phrases. Check out the original recording from the track Blues for Philly Joe off of Sonny Rollins' 1959 album Newk's Time. That bomb on beat 4, as Miles Davis called it, is something that you hear in just about every straight-ahead jazz drummers playing today. Philly Joe Jones played this at the start of a new phrase, extending the phrase over the bar line and giving the music forward momentum. To put this in context, in this extended lesson, I'm going to show you 4 fills or phrase endings that Philly Joe Jones plays on this track. They will all lead into the comping phrase you learned in the original Minute of Drums lesson. Check out the first one. This is another classic Philly Joe Jones phrase that in this case he uses to mark the top of the form. First I'm going to show you the fill slowly, then I'll put it together with the comping in a 4-bar phrase at tempo. I'm going to keep the hi-hat going on 2 and 4 throughout. For the faster version, I'll count right off into the comping phrase that starts off the 4 bars, and then play the fill in the 4th bar and repeat the whole thing. Here goes. This next phrase comes from the trading on this track, which you should definitely also check out. Here's the original recording. Focus on the last bar of the trading phrase. Same formula as the last one, except this fill starts on the end of 4. I'll show you the fill slowly and then put it together with the comping in a 4-bar phrase at tempo. Now here's another phrase from the end of a trade. Check out the recording. This fill ends with a left-hand hi-hat crash and bass drum on the end of 4. So I'm not going to play the bass drum on 1 in the comping phrase. This is an adaptation that Philly Joe Jones employs frequently, pushing the start of a phrase to the end of 4. Here's the fill slowly, and then I'll put it together with the comping phrase at tempo. Finally, one more fill from the end of a trading phrase. This fill ends with the bass drum on the end of 4, but rather than crashing along with it, Philly Joe Jones lands on 1 with the bass drum and a crash on the ride cymbal. This is another variation on getting to this comping phrase that you'll hear him play frequently. Try it out. First the fill slowly, and then the 4-bar phrase at tempo. This is a great way to practice extending your phrase endings past 1. Use it to end trades, solos, or just to mark phrases within a song. That bomb on beat 4 is key here, so feel free to vary the comping rhythms around that. Have fun with it and make it your own. Happy practicing.